Struggling to keep up with your lifestyle? Well, I was in the same position 2 months ago when I realized I'm overspending, for lack of a better word, on my groceries without just putting into consideration how much I'm spending. And now, I did the first video sharing how I intended to cut my budget by between 7,000 to 10,000. I did a follow-up video. You can check the 2 previous videos. And now we are just taking a recap of what I did to be able to save more than 10,000 on grocery shopping in a month. We will do that as we just go through our shopping for this month. Let's do this. I'm going to take you through the few items that we bought. And like I said, the number one thing that I did is to do wholesale shopping for the items that I can be able to do wholesale shopping. And that has saved me a lot, because right now, whatever I was using on those items, I can use it for something else. So the only items I got from the supermarket is just milk. For the milk, the reason I got it from the supermarket is because I don't need a lot of it. Yeah, otherwise I would have started buying the bottled one. I also got some peanuts. These are for what? These are for snacking. I also got some eggs. I'm getting from my neighbor, so I just picked 6 just for now. Okay, so the second thing that I did is to come up with a budget, and this budget entailed the things that I need on a daily basis and the other luxury items like this I can do without. So for some time I don't need to buy some of these things, yeah, but once in a while I buy. Yeah. So I'll just be doing my activities as we talk about the things. The third thing that worked for me is coming up with a shopping list. And for the shopping list, I stuck to the items that I really need, and that is why I was able to cut the budget. I actually did 10,000 like I had wanted. Yeah, so this will go to the fridge. I'll just organize the items here. Yeah, it calls for you to make a conscious decision to be able to stick to your budget. Okay, so every time that you get temptation, think about your budget. For the prawns, I just store them like this. For the bacon, the same way. For the sausages, I've shared how I store. I'll just do that as we go through the things that I do to ensure that I stick within my budget. The next thing we did is to come up with a meal plan. And in the meal plan, you ensure that you have included the items you already have in the house, the items which are in season, and also the items that you would be able to get within a short time, yeah? So that you ensure that the items that you're buying will not be, the items that you're planning to cook will be readily available. Okay, leave a comment down below if you have a meal plan. As for me, I don't have a standard one. The one I have usually puts into consideration whatever is available during the week. I prefer to prepare weekly or bi-monthly. Yeah, so for the milk, this is how we store our milk. And if I have had previous stock, you start the previous stock at the beginning, so that you start by utilizing what you had stocked before. The next thing that I implemented is I preferred to shop alone and shop when I'm full. If you decide to shop when you're hungry, you'll find yourself picking items that were not in your budget, yet you impulse buy. But if you're full, you'll be able to focus on your shopping list and just buy the items that you planned to buy. I don't know whether you have ever found yourself just buying random things when you're hungry because you did not eat before you left the house. Leave a comment down below if this has ever happened to you. Yeah, so I want to boil some eggs. I am craving boiled eggs, and I just thought I just make it as we should. Okay, allow me to talk about our giveaway. We have a complete Meko burner and cylinder that we are giving away to our subscribers and followers on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and IG once we hit 10,000 subscribers and 10,000 followers. So introduce as many people as possible. Maybe if we notice someone is so dedicated, we might give something before the 10,000. But for now, our ultimate prize is the Meko burner and cylinder that we're going to give away once we hit 10,000 subscribers. So keep subscribing, keep following us on our other social media pages, and we really appreciate. So the next thing that I put into consideration is buying items which are cheaper in that category of the products that you need, like supplementary products. Like if you want rice, you can get cheaper rice. If you want flour, you can look for the cheaper flour. Yeah, so just look for the alternate that is more affordable and within your budget. Don't have the status or class thing, yet your finances cannot sustain the so-called status or class. Okay, so I'm just going to cover the eggs and leave them to cook as we continue. The next thing I'll be doing, I'll be portioning the sausages for storage. The next thing is buying your meat from butcheries which are cheaper, or just from the source of the meat if it's near you, or if it's in a place that you can go. It would really save you a lot. Yeah, so that you don't get to either maybe not eat meat at all, or you end up not buying meat and leaving a deficit for some of the other items that you need to address on your budget. A hack I can tell you about cling film. If you don't want to have headache the next time you're opening it, when you're done using it, flip to the opposite side. That way the next use it will just flow, because this is one of the biggest challenge of using cling film. Yeah, yes. The next thing is get to know where these hygienic products come from. For instance, the tissue that you use in your house, the serviettes, you can look for places you get them at affordable prices, and if possible, you can actually go to the factory and find out if they can sell to you. Of course, they will sell to you in bulk, but at least maybe you can come together with your neighbor or your siblings and come up with a way of getting to buy the tissue, even if it's you have to buy in bulk. Yeah, you can, like, sometimes, like what I did is, you can get some of the things that are bought in wholesale by people you know who are in procurement. They get you affordable things as they shop for their company. Yeah, it really saves you a lot. The next and major thing is tracking your expenses. Let me tell you, I will never overemphasize enough, but when you track your expenses, it will be very easy for you to live within your means, because it means you know how much you have and how much you need to spend. Because most of the time why people sink in debt or sink in expenses which they cannot afford is because, sorry, I didn't turn it on. It's because you're buying things which are not within your budget. Have you ever found yourself in that situation? I think sometimes when you're overexcited or it's payday and you forget that you have a life is when you find yourself in those situations. Okay? The next thing is, do not overshop. Just shop the things that you may require for the next maybe 2 or 3 months max, because sometimes you may overstock and they go bad. So don't save and have wastage at the same time. Okay? The next thing is, ensure there are no leftovers in your house. Whatever is left over is utilized maybe in a few days, so that you don't end up throwing away food because it was left over and nobody got to eat it, because every day you are cooking a fresh meal and now that goes to waste. Yeah, so like the best way to approach that is to ensure you have a leftover day and you stick to it unless there are no leftovers. The next thing you look at is the offers. Like lately, I don't know whether there are competition in the supermarkets, but there are numerous offers, and the best time to enjoy the offers I've noted are during the weekends. For some reason, I would expect offers to happen during the week, but in this instance they are happening during the weekend. So take advantage of the offers and ensure that you shop what you need, and don't overshop because there are no offers. There are offers. I'm surprised that like lately the offers are lasting for more than a month. There has always been this hype of Black November, and clearly this Black November is now permanently with us, and I don't feel like there's a major difference when it comes to necessities. Black November is big on maybe electronics and big items. Yeah, so what you can do to enjoy Black November is also to ensure that by the time November comes, you have savings to buy the big budget items that you desire. I told you a few years ago, if you're following us for long, I saved enough to buy my cooker during the Black November offers, and I saved 24,000. So the deals are good, but you have to plan ahead. And my observation lately is that the deals are focusing on big budget items. I've not seen major offers on the necessities. And when you're talking about grocery, we're talking about necessities. So you can just ensure that you're within what they say. You're just within that period of what they say that, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but have you noted that the offer for cooking oil is kinda permanent now? Every time I go to the supermarket, the offer is still there. I don't know whether it's me or it's our place, but the cooking oil offers are there. I've actually seen, finally, Elianto has ceded to the pressure. I have never seen them on offer, or maybe I don't check. No, I've not seen them, because I sometimes use Elianto, so I would notice if they have an offer. Yeah, so we are done with our sausages. You can see you pack as per consumption so that you don't keep throwing every time you need to use. The next thing is use of loyalty programs. I put them in a container before I put them in the freezer. Loyalty programs. I've also seen most companies have gone all out to give you extra offers. I think like Carrefour gives offers of their better rates for their club members. Yeah, so it's also something you can consider. And also I see like this Black November, the other supermarkets are also doubling the value of the points that you get, so don't miss those opportunities. So I bought roasted cashew nuts because I don't know how to prepare them, and I prefer this, so I'll just use this. So the next thing I'll be doing as we continue is peeling this so that I can boil them. The next thing that I did is buying in bulk and putting in the freezer. I feel like my freezer is becoming small, but I have come up with ways of ensuring that it fits. So I get to buy in bulk and freeze. Also, the next thing is to batch cook. When you cook in large scale, you save yourself a lot of cooking time, the heat that you use and all that, and also time, because when you want to cook, you just prepare the meal. Okay, so that really helps me a lot in cutting the budget. Leave a comment down below if you batch cook or you bulk shop and freeze. That is a saver. Like the other day, I just came home, I was feeling lazy, I didn't know what to cook. Then when I checked in the freezer, I saw there was plenty of meals. I just made a quick fix githeri for myself. It really helps a lot. Yeah. Thing is buying the produce in season, like fruits, greens and all that, just to be sure that you get it. You know, when something is in season, it's usually cheaper, so it's also good when you buy the things in season. Yeah. The next thing, you can compare prices. I tried to check the prices from the manufacturers, especially for the things that I use on a daily basis. I realized some of these items are more or less the same price from the factory, and even if you stock them, you'll not be making a major saving, and obviously they will sell you the minimum of a certain amount. Yeah, so I don't know, I feel like it's just good to also compare the prices before you can say I want to buy this in bulk. For me, every time before I even put something in my shopping cart, I check to ensure that I'm getting the deal they are promising. You can see sometimes they would say this thing is this price and it's on offer. Then when you compare with the normal price, you realize it's actually not on offer. So just make sure you keep checking, and you don't have the challenge of I don't know, it's not done, and you don't have the challenge of taking the bullet and buying something at the same price disguised as a sale. The last thing I would say is, if you can get substitutes, like instead of buying the processed flour, you can decide to get maize and have it converted into flour. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.